Page 50, section 80 double G. Now be remember 80 double G you get deduction for rent payment of house. Now what is this rent payment of house deduction? What you get? Be remember, if you are paying, if you are not having your own house and staying on a rented house, if you are having your own house, you don't get this deduction. Though you are staying in a rented house, but you have your own house in the same place or even in any other place, you will not get this deduction. So condition is you must not have your own house. Okay, owned house should not be there. You must be staying in a rented house. Then whatever is the rent payment done for that house, you get deduction of 80 double G. Secondly, if you are a salaried employee, you should not be receiving HRA. Because if you receive HRA, then you are not paying the rent of house from your own pocket. You are receiving house rent allowance for that. So you already get exemption of section 1013A in HRA. So the person who gets exemption of 1013A in HRA cannot claim exemption of 80 GG. So if you are not a salaried employee, or if you are a salaried employee but you don't get HRA, in short, if you are paying the rent from your own pocket, then you get deduction of 80 GG. But you should not be having your own house. If you are having your own house, from that you are getting the rental income, so from that this income can be paid off. Okay, if you are having your self-occupied or rent out house property, your own house is there, then you cannot get the deduction of this rent. Okay, so main conditions are what? Rent payment of house will get a deduction of 80 G. But first condition, you should not have your own house. Second condition, you should not be receiving HRA. These are the two main conditions. Then only you get deduction of 80 GG. Further, what is the amount of deduction you get? 5,000 per month. Repeat. 5,000. Okay, least of three amounts are taken. So 5,000 per month. How we used to calculate HRA's exemption? That was also least of three amounts. Okay, so first was HRA received, that way it is 5,000 per month. Second condition was excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. Here it is excess of rent paid over 10% of income. So like HRA received, here the first condition is 5,000 per month, means 5,000 into 12, 60,000. Then in HRA the exemption was excess of rent paid over 10% of salary. Rent paid minus 10% of salary. Here it is rent paid minus 10% of income. Okay. Third condition in HRA was if you are staying in 4 metropolitan cities, Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, Chennai, then 50% of salary. Other cities of the country it was 40% of salary. Here it is 25% of income. Third condition. So exactly same way you have the three conditions here. 80 GG's deduction will be least of three amounts. Least of which three amounts? First, 5,000 per month. Second, rent paid minus 10% of income. And third, 25% of income. Clear it? What is going on? Once again, first, least of 5,000 per month. Rent paid minus 10% of income. 25% of income. Is everyone clear with this? Now what is this income? 10% of income, 25% of income. Whatever is your gross total income, from that you will exclude long-term capital gains. That is not included. So whatever is your gross total income minus long-term capital gain minus short-term capital gain which you have earned under section 111A will be excluded. If any short-term capital gain is earned under section 111A, that will be excluded, and if any income is earned under section 115A, that will also be excluded. Okay, so what will be the income for this purpose? Gross total income minus long-term capital gain minus short-term capital gain under section 111A minus income under section 115, and you will subtract all the deductions from 80C to 80U except 80GG, because this is what we are counting. So 80C to 80U, all deductions will subtract except 80GG. That amount what you get is considered as income. And 10% of that income is to be subtracted from rent paid, and 25% of that income is to be taken into consideration. Okay. Once again we revise everything, then we'll read it. What are the two main conditions to get this deduction? First, no owned house. You should not have your own house. Okay. Second, you should not be receiving HRA. Two main conditions. Further, deduction is least of three amounts. First, 5,000 per month means 5,000 into 12, 60,000. In case if you have taken the house in rent for the last 4 months, then 5,000 into 4, 20,000. That is, so 5,000 per month is the limit. Second, rent paid minus 10% of income. Third, 25% of income. Now this 10% of income, 25% of income, what is this income? Gross total income minus long-term capital gain minus short-term capital gain 111A minus income of 115A minus 80C to 80U, all reductions except 80GG. Is everyone clear with this? Anyone having any doubt in it? Okay. In between, one more deduction is the 80G, which is not discussed in your syllabus. It is donations. If you have made any donations, you get 80G. In case if 80G comes in exams, any donations, then directly you will take the amount what is given. Okay, the conditions are not discussed in college. So in case if 80G comes, will be directly given to you deduction under section 80G is so and so. Or if any donation is given, then you assume that that much amount of reduction under 80G will be obtained. Understood this, everyone? Look at page number 50. Do you find 80GG? 80 double E, we keep it pending right now. If it is done in college, we'll take it up. Who gets this deduction? Individual, but other than having any income under section 1013A. What is this 1013A? HRA. So underline that 1013A and write down below that HRA. Means which individual will get this deduction who is not receiving HRA. Any doubt in this? Further, expenditure incurred towards payment of rent in respect of furnished or unfurnished accommodation occupied for his own residence. Now conditions first. This section does not apply where residential accommodation is owned by assessee or even his spouse or minor child or by HUF at a place where assessee ordinarily resides or carries on business or profession. This section does not apply where the assessee owns a residential accommodation even at any other place which is in occupation of the assessee last occupied by him to do his business, employment, etc. at other place. In short, even if you have it at other place, you will not get this deduction. If the assessee is an employee, then he is not in receipt of any HRA. So these are the main conditions. In short, you remember the two conditions. You should not have your own house and you should not be receiving HRA. Now deduction, rent paid in excess of 10% of his total income. For this purpose, total income is gross total income minus long-term capital gain minus short-term capital gain under section 111A minus 80C to 80U except 80G. One more thing I told you to subtract. 115. Write down below that minus income under section 115A. Next, what are the maximum limits? Not more than, make it 5,000 per month instead of 2,000. Or 25% of total income, whichever is less. In short, we'll take 5,000 per month, excess of rent paid over 10% of income, 25% of income, whichever is less. Is everyone clear with this? Look at question number, we have done until question number 8. 9 omitted that because it is on 80EE, so that will take later if it is done in college then only. Look at question number 10. Page 55, question 10. Let us discuss it completely first. X, a professional tax consultant based at New Delhi, furnishes the following particulars of his income or expenditure relevant for the assessment years 17 to 18. Income from profession 6,80,000. First will include everything in income. Short-term capital gains covered by section 111A. So when we count this 80GG, then from that we have to minus this 111 is income. First we'll include it in the income, then while counting this we will subtract. Even long-term capital gain first we'll include in the income, then we will minus. Winning from camel race, winning from horse race, winning from lottery. All the three will be covered in income from other sources, and in case if tax is asked, then it is taxable at the rate of 30% flat. Income from other sources 10,000. Payment of medical insurance premium on own life. Shalini? 80D. Maximum limit? 25,000. We assume he is not a senior citizen, so 25,000. Preventive health checkup expenditure of father. Himalaya? 80D. Maximum limit? Pari? Any other options? MCQs? MCQ test is going on? What is the maximum limit for preventive health checkup? 5,000. So instead of 28,000 we will take 5,000. Payment of rent as we studied right now, market as 80 GG. And contribution towards public provident fund made up 80C, market as 80C. Determine the amount deductible under section 80 GG and the net income for the assessment year 17 to 18. Up till net income, tax is not asked. Okay, so make the columns. Mr. X, previous year 2016 to 17, assessment year 2017 to 18. Made the columns, everyone? Anju, how will we start? Income from profession. $6,80,000. Further. Both of them will come under capital gains. Short-term capital gains. Under section 111A, 4,000. Long-term capital gains 10,000. Total 14,000. Suraj? Means that will come under income from other sources. Winnings from camel race. $1,700. Horse race. $2,000. Lottery. 1,600. And income from other sources means we can write other incomes 10,000. So 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 100. Yes, what is going on? Is everyone clear with this? Income from other sources 15,100. So gross total income 689. 680, 7,09,300. Gross total income. Is everyone clear with this? Then, question?
Income tax.
Direct income tax. Very eager to pay income tax.
Deduction under section 80C to 80U.
Less deductions under section 80C to 80U. Parul? First 80C.
Contribution towards public provident fund.
Contribution towards public provident fund.
$70,000.
70,000 further.
Maximum.
Yes, what is going on? Maida? Maximum limit
1,50,000.
1,50,000.
So outer column 70,000.
Outer column will subtract 70,000. Is everyone clear with this? Then, Pari? ATD,
Payment of medical insurance.
Mediclaim insurance premium on own life 8,000.
Maximum.
Maximum limit 25,000. Outer column 8,000. Then preventive health checkup of father 28,000.
Maximum 5.
Maximum limit 5,000. So outer column 5,000. Is everyone clear with this?
Yes.
Now 80GG I'll explain you. Next deduction is directly 80GG. So as we discussed, list of 3 amounts, but leave around 2-3 lines. First we have to make workings of income for the purpose of 80GG. As we discussed, how do we find that income for 80GG? Gross total income. That is 7,09,300. Okay, gross total income 7,09,300 minus long-term capital gains. How much are long-term capital gains? 10,000. Minus short-term capital gain under section 111A. What is short-term capital gain under section 111A? 4,000. Minus income under section 115A. Not there. Minus 80C to 80U. See, so far 80C is 70,000, 80D is 8,000 and 5,000. And if 80U is there, suppose next question will have it. Okay, then you leave space for 80 double G 3 4 lines and write 80U also. 80 double G will be calculated at the end. And here you will include the amount of 80U also. Did you understand this portion, everyone? So far 80C to 80U we have only two deductions, 80C and 80D. This is 80C and these two are 80D. So 70 plus 30, 83,000, further you will minus 6,123,000.
Yes.
Okay, 7,09,300 minus 10,000 minus 4,000 minus 83,000. This will be considered as total income for the purpose of 80 double G. Any confusion in this? Raise your hand who is not clear with the workings of 80 GG's income. Okay, gross total income minus long-term capital gain minus short-term capital gain under 111A minus income of 115A and minus 80C to 80 except 80 GG. Now here 80 double G, the deduction is least of. Okay, it is least of three amounts. First, 5,000 per month. Here, is it mentioned in the question that he has taken the house on rent in the middle of the year? Is it mentioned like that? Means he has taken house for full year. So 5,000 into 12. Otherwise, if the period is given that he has taken from September, October, November, December, any period, then you count only for that period. Everything will be calculated for that period only. Is everyone clear with this? Here 5,000 into 12, 60,000. Second, excess of rent paid over 10% of total income. And how do you find that? It's in bracket. Rent paid. See in the question, last second information. What is the rent paid? 80,000. All of you see in the question, last second information. Payment of rent. Do you all get 80,000? Minus 10% of total income. What is the total income now? Working out one? 612,300. Okay. What will you take total income for this purpose? 612,300. Any confusion in this? So rent paid 80,000 minus 10% of total income 612,300. This is 61230. What will be 10% of 612,300? 61230. 80,000 minus 61230. 18,770. Did everyone understand how is this amount obtained? Okay, rent paid 80,000 minus 10% of total income 612,300, that is 61230. So 80,000 minus 61230, 18,770. And third condition is 25% of total income. That is 25% of 612,300. Okay, 25% of total income means this total income 612,300 into 25%. Any doubt in this? What does that come to? 153,075. Which is the least? 18,770. The lowest amount out of the three is 18,770. That reduction of 80 double G will be noted. Understood this? And net income 7,09,300 minus 70,000 minus 8,000 minus 5,000 minus 18,770. 607,530 is net income. And net income is what is asked in the question. Did everyone understand this reduction of 80 double G? Read out of this? All are clear with it? Now, first I'll discuss the homework question, then 80U if time remains. Page number 59. 17 was given in homework earlier, so 18B will be your homework. Look at question 18B. Be edited. I'm discussing it completely. From the following information, find out the net income and tax liability of Mr. Shastri, age 45 years, a resident individual for assessment year 2017 to 18. Tax liability is asked, so at the end you'll count the tax also. Okay. 45 years means less than 60, so up to 2,50,000 will and so on. Salary will be included in income, interest on debentures will be included in income, income from household. This three will give you gross total income. He makes the following investments or deposits or payments during the previous year 16 to 17. Then a life insurance premium policy taken in 2009 on the life of his dependent brother. 80C, Richa. Why? And then brother and put cross. 80C, don't always, life insurance means 80C. Read the complete portion. Brother will not qualify for 80C. Are you okay with this? They were life insurance premium policy taken in 2010 on his own life. 80C, maximum amount. Policy is taken in 2010, so 20%. What is 1 lakh's 20%? 20,000. Wait. 1 lakh's 20% is how much? 20,000. So full amount of 10,000 will be allowed. Is everyone clear with this? Then life insurance premium policy taken in 2010 on the life of his married daughter, sum assured 50,000. Pushti? ATC, married daughter doesn't make difference because we discussed self, spouse and children, whether dependent or independent. So even married daughter will be included. But policy 2010, so again maximum is 20%. What is 50,000 is 20%? 10,000, so 5,000 will be completely allowed. Is everyone clear with this? ATC. Bhavesh, contribution towards recognized provident fund? ATC. Priya, contribution towards public provident fund? ATC. Anju, contribution towards pension plan of LIC? 80CCC, not C. 80CCC. Also market as 80CCC. And then after 80C and CCC, then you will give the maximum limit of 1,50,000. Is everyone clear with this? Then Mediclaim insurance premium on own life, Pankaj. 80D. Then Mediclaim insurance premium on life of dependent mother, age 65 years. Himalaya, being a person with disability. Didi. 80D only. Market as 80D. What is included in 80DD? Expense on medical treatment of handicapped relative, and second, amount deposited to UTI or LIC. Mediclaim is deposited with GIC, General Insurance Company. Mediclaim will come in 80D only. Okay? The moment you see disability, don't mark DD. Mediclaim will come in D only. And mother is a senior citizen, so maximum limit will be 30,000. Did you understand this? Priya, Mediclaim insurance premium on life of dependent brother, being a person with disability. Mediclaim, so 80D only, and in 80D brother is not included. So put cross. And then Mediclaim and put cross. All the Mediclaim insurance premiums were paid by check. Very good, you'll get the reductions. If it was in cash, you'll not get. Okay? Now this one, medical treatment of dependent brother with a person being a person with disability, Supriya. This will come 80DD. What deduction?
70.
75,000 fixed. Okay, we assume the disability is between 40 to 80%, not more than 80%. So 75,000 fixed deduction will be allowed. Deposit with LIC for the maintenance of dependent brother is also 80 DD, but don't write 75, 150. For both the payments, the total fixed deduction is 75. You simply will write 80 double D and 75,000. That's it. Okay, you combine both the payments in your note. He also incurs the following expenditure. Medical treatment underlying specified disease, Anushka? DDB, 80 DDB of Mr. Shastri in a government hospital, and then medical treatment specified disease of Mrs. Shastri. Both are suffering from specified disease in a hospital recognized by Chief Commissioner. So, actual expenditure 20 plus 25? 45,000. Maximum limit? 40,000. Okay. We assume that if Mr. Shastri is 45 years, then Mrs. Shastri is also less than 60 years. So, here 20 plus 25, 45,000 for both of them. Maximum limit will be 40,000. Means you get 40,000 minus reimbursement. So 40 minus 10, 5, 5, 5 means total 25,000 will minus. 40 minus 25, 15,000. Okay, first of all 20 plus 25, 45, that will compare with maximum limit of 40,000. Whichever is less, 40,000. From 40,000 you will subtract the reimbursements. What are the four reimbursements? 10,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 25,000. 25,000 of reimbursement, if you subtract deduction, will come to only 15,000. In both the cases, this is specified in the rules made by the board. So, all are clear with this? You can see after that in exams, they have asked short notes also. So, this type of short notes, A3C, D, DDA, you can see in April 2015, even 80EE was covered. So, in case if it is covered, we'll take it up, and if we are not able to make out from college safer side, we'll take it up. Okay. We'll take up tomorrow. TT and U2 deductions are remaining. Tomorrow we'll finish with all the deductions. Okay.